Hello, agents. Hello, everyone. So today I'm just going to go. There's a lot of talk right now about suitability and the Department of Labor and all these new regulations being put in. So I just want to get into some of the people I feel are the real, not people, but entities that I feel are the real problem causers and fire starters in this industry, if you will. So let's just jump right into this. The four problem creators in the fixed annuity marketplace, as I see it, my opinion here, as being 25 plus years in the business, every single day in the trenches, working between the insurance companies, the agents, and the consumers. So I'm in the middle of all three of those. So I got a pretty good aspect of what is going on, especially when I see oddball things start happening. So let's go ahead and talk about the four problem causers or damagers, in my opinion, to the traditional fixed annuity space. So number one, unfortunately, is going to be the state insurance commissioners, right? Wow, what a surprise. See, I'm not searching them out like in information they're putting out to agents regarding risk-averse clients and the safety of the insurance world, right? The safe type client. So I'm not searching it out, but I'm also not running into it. I don't see the state of California coming out and talking about how great a MIGA might be for a client and how it works, or how an immediate annuity might work, right? So there's nothing out there in the proactive sense supporting this, right? Next, what have the insurance commissioners done? Well, one, especially out of North Carolina there, is adding uncertainty, right? Via that rehab, right? So these people have unchecked power as of right now, is from what I can tell. They have the power to remove contract provisions at a whim and hold the clients basically hostage. This is the way I see what's going on out there with Causey, North Carolina, right? So this guy's got unchecked power to go, yeah, keep that provision in the contract, keep that provision, but no, that one doesn't work for us. Let's not honor that provision. And then, there was an availability for these people that needed it or had a hardship, had no more charges. They were done with their commitment to the company. They were within their contractual provisions, and they said, hey, we need our money. It's a hardship. Now denied the hardship. And then later they just go ahead and give everyone. So the guy got $1 million. He got 250 to go transfer anywhere he wants, even though he didn't need it, let's say. But the hardship person got 25% of what they really needed. So not really consumer oriented. So I'd say the state insurance commissioners right now have caused more problems than anyone I've known in this industry for quite some time. So we're going to say this, and number one is going to be the state insurance commissioners. Number two is the departments of insurance themselves. The Department of Insurance has allowed the approval of products in the fixed world with fees and fixed annuities where your actual account values, the value, your death benefit, all these values, the value you can cash out with can go backwards in a fixed annuity. So someone at the State Insurance Commission saw this product and goes, I can go backwards. All right, these are for safety. Oh, yeah, sure, let's approve it. Why not? Who knows why it got approved, right? But they're approving these products, right? So why are they approving them, right? You got smarter people on the security side, the broker dealers and their lobbyists, if you will, pushing the government to do certain things and look certain ways. Why? They really want these things to be securities in the future. They don't want it under the insurance license. They have less control. So how to make these things look like securities or feel like securities? Well, make them look like it. And 10 years down the road, hey, they might just have an argument. Hey, look, it looks like a security. Look, it does this. You can lose money. I mean, these things should be securities, not insurance products anymore. I think that's where we're going. They're making stock market look-alike products in terminology and expectations. 10% returns, 23% returns. These illustrations are terrible. They'll show that guaranteed income, but the illustration will say the income starts in year one, but it'll show this huge death benefit for all the years. It's not combining the aspect of, hey, when you take the income, that death benefit's going to go down too. And the people are misunderstanding. And I see this regularly. So marketing regarding annuity returns is just awful. Now they're starting to put premium taxes on MIGAs. So let's say you do a 3-year MIGA, you put 100,000 in. One state's gonna say, oh, you owe us 2% on that. So 98,000 goes to work. And at the end of 3 years, you get your money, but you didn't get the real return because they're basically removing your tax deferral by taking the tax. And if you move it again in that same state, they want another 2%. It doesn't make any sense. There's not supposed to be any tax until annuitization. And then these companies, I guess, can do a refund of that tax and get it back. And it's not coming to the consumer. So there's a huge problem with premium taxes and what they're being used for and how they're affecting the yield to these clients and not being really disclosed. So premium taxes on MIGAs, it doesn't make any sense. I don't even understand them on SPIAs, I guess, to secure up the guarantees behind it, but I don't see them using it that way, but that's separate. But on the MIGAs, there's definitely no reason. Insurance companies themselves, right? So they're influenced by money. It's that simple. So the BDs have all the the agents, and a long time ago, they wanted to put them all under their hub, and then 151 didn't pass. Long story short, the broker dealers and the securities industries and the RAs have encouraged these insurance companies to create products that are ripe for misrepresentation. Not so much the fraternals as of yet, but looking like that, they're starting to go towards the profit model as well. So what is a product with high commissions, high bonuses, a lot of sizzle, fee-based, all these type of products, right? How else are the insurance companies hurting our industry or problem causers in the fixed annuity industry? Processing times and their lack of response to fixing processing times. Here's an example we had just the other day. To speed things up, they're allowing faxes now. So we fax over some pages, and there was supposedly a missing page, right? We have the fax, everything went through. They lost the page, and they sent a letter to the agent regarding the fact that their fax didn't get. So you're talking days where it should have been a phone call or a fax back. Hey, page 1 of the fax is missing. Instantly could have been taken care of in 10 minutes is now taking many, many days, right? Also, what used to take 5 days is now taking 15, according to my new business processing team. So everything is just slower. It hurts the agents, hurts the IMOs, and it hurts the clients if they lose rate holds and all that. How does it hurt the agents? Well, they just sold the company and then they can't issue the contract. It looks bad to the agent. And the IMO, hey, I just recruited you for this company, but you're not going to sell them again because they can't handle getting a case issued in a timely manner. They're not worried enough to put on some more bodies, work some extra hours, get the stuff done. Like they did in the old days when things got busy, people would work weekends. They'd bring them in. I don't see this happening with most of the major companies. And some of the companies that had fast processing times, they get busy and then now they're slow. So, be careful with that stuff. Next would be profit over people. That's pretty simple. They just going for, we're going to make them more money, not what the actual risk averse consumer is really needing. And that's terribly unfortunate. And just today, well, actually this was yesterday on 2/6, I received an email from an insurance company. And this was the title: up to 23.12 fixed account first year premium bonus plus fixed rate of 2.6, 8% comp. Really? What does the product do? Well, how long is it? What's the minimum return going to be if you're getting 23%, a big bonus, all that kind of stuff, a huge commission? What do you think that thing's going to do? The fixed account's already at 2.6. Thing's not going to yield anything, and your client might be happy year 1, but believe me, year 4 and earning 2% barely, it's all going to balance out. There's no such thing as a bonus. It's just simply an advance on future earnings. So just as long as you sell it that way, it's good. But I just think that's a terrible way. And that's an insurance company marketing it that way. I just disagree with that. I think it's a poor way to market it. It's not genuine. It's not genuine. And then continuing education and training is just abysmal. It's the same questions they're asking on these CE things I was taking 25 years ago. And they should separate variable and fixed. If you're securities licensed and you sell variable annuities, you shouldn't have to take a variable annuity test and a fixed annuity test. Fixed only people shouldn't have to take a fixed test with a dozen questions of variable. It's a waste of time. It makes no sense. And fixed only agents lose valuable questions they could be getting asked in that CE test, right? So they should split that up. And the fact that they don't shows that even the people involved in education don't enough designate the two products. They should be separate. They're combining them to normalize and eventually do away with traditional fixed annuities, or to confuse and devalue the fixed side's guarantees, or to use them to sell their security products. So I don't like that. They should be separate training. And it should say, when someone says something about an annuity, it should say variable. It should say fixed annuity. It should be definitely defined. And agents should not be one-trick ponies. If you only rep one company and you sell that, be careful. Any client that's only one company, how can everything fit in one company? So if an agent's been in business 20 years is selling one company, I don't like that. You should diversify, or at least, not all clients fit the same annuity product. Shop around to be sure that you're getting the best deal if your agent only shows everybody one company. And that's just I don't even have unscrupulous agents, because unscrupulous agents couldn't even get to be unscrupulous if all these other state insurance, Department of Insurance, insurance companies, and the continuing education, if they were all doing a better job, you'd have less unscrupulous agents. So I'm not even putting them on as a problem causer in our industry. And finally, we're going to do a dishonorable mention. This could easily be the number 5 problem causer coming up. It's the Department of Labor. They're pushing for these IRA forever fee charge annuities, and they misrepresent the internal rates of return, because a fee-based product is going to say, hey, your fixed rate for 5 years, 5.6%, but then they're going to take a fee out of that. So it's not really 5.6. What's the fee? 4.6? That's the misleading part, because the commission product might be at 5.3 and that's it. You can own it for 100 years and you paid one-time commission. But if you do the fee product, you're going to pay a fee for 40 years and it's going to totally take away from the client. Those fees are not good for fixed annuities at all. And it's misrepresentative. They should have to show the internal rate of return. Plus, it's unfair. One client might get a 0.5% fee and one client might get a 1.5% fee in the same deferred annuity product. Sounds like a problem for discrimination to me, or unequal returns for the same exact client, age, male, in the same product term. They should have the same result. An RIA channel will give different results based on the fee, obviously. So anyway, this is getting a bit long, but I had to get this out. It's been kind of bothering me with all the suitability out there. So in the end, I guess the main thing to understand is with less expectations comes more guarantees. So if you want higher guarantees, take some of the greed out of the equation. So here's some basic disclosures. You can pause the screen there. That's the end of my presentation. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, give me a call, 800-373-9697. Comments on anything, please comment below. Follow me on LinkedIn and YouTube for the most up-to-date information. I hope you all have a great day. Take care. See you later. Bye-bye.